The Cyclops is the main boss in Dungeonborne's map Clozo Castle. It is always marked on the map and it is generally near the center, and you reach it by climbing up these stairs and reaching the very top of the rooftop. The Cyclops is standing in the center of the pathway, and going onto the roof will make it aggro. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can kill the Cyclops as a solo without using any type of cheeses or anything like that. I start off with the crossbow, and this is actually my first time fighting the Cyclops, so I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but basically, when they do this pound attack, you want to back away, and I don't think you can jump it. I jumped there because I thought it would be like a shockwave along the ground, so I thought you could jump it, but as far as I'm aware, I don't think you actually can. I think when they do the ground pound, you just have to back away. Their other move you're going to be seeing a lot here is just their punch. They do have two of these. It depends on how far away you are. So sometimes they'll do one, and then sometimes they'll do two. I think I was just far away enough there, and if you do enough damage to the Cyclops, I don't know if it happens when you hit them in the head or if you've just done enough damage, but when you do a lot of damage or if you hit them in the head enough, you will kind of break their poise or you'll stagger them, and then once you stagger them, you're going to be able to get a lot of free hits when they are down on the ground. So again, watch out for these punches. They can do two of them, so be careful of that. And here I get hit by the pound attack, but I think I just didn't jump at the right time, and I think I wasn't far away enough. They also have a ranged attack if you go far away from them. Now, it probably would be pretty easy to cheese them by standing behind the platform and then shooting them with a fireball every time they threw the rock. But I didn't really want to do that. I did have a lot of bolts in my crossbow, but I didn't have much time in the game, and I didn't know how much health this thing was going to have, so I didn't want to cheese it. But it probably wouldn't be that hard to cheese if you just stood behind one of the statues and stayed at a longer range. In fact, if you're playing Pyromancer or something like that, that's probably going to be a very effective strategy, especially if you have a lot of mana potions with you. So you'll see here I'm trying to use Grasp of the Grave because I realize I'm not really using my abilities, and using Grasp of the Grave is going to generate some soul energy, which I'm going to be able to use to, well, just deal a little bit more damage to the Cyclops, basically. I am making sure I stay as healthy as possible. I don't want to go out because that wouldn't be very good. I had a pretty good game so far, so I've already got a decent amount of loot. I didn't run into anyone, so I do just want to kind of defeat the Cyclops and then get out of there. Here I'm pretty sure I did jump at the right time. So I think the ground pound attack you do just have to dodge by just standing far away enough. And again, when the Cyclops is down, you do want to just go at it with as much as you possibly can. I should have used my E ability to make some soul energy and then use my Q ability to attack it with the Soul Shroud ability, I think it's called, because that just does damage over time in an AoE fashion. So I probably should have done that. Whenever it's down on the floor is probably going to be the best time to attack it. Like if you're a fighter with Whirlwind, that's going to be the best time to use that. That's probably going to be the best time to use any ability that does lots of damage, like the Cryomancer's Ice Storm, the Pyromancer's Pyroblast, the Fighter's Whirlwind, anything like that, anything that takes a long time to charge up. It's going to be best to use that once you've already staggered the Cyclops once or twice and it's down on the floor. So again, just dodge the boulders by standing behind the statue. I think you can probably just dodge them normally. And here, I just dodged the ground pound by just moving back from it. You can probably dodge it if you react in time, even if you're close up to them. So always aim for the head, because that is most likely the weak spot of the Cyclops, and hitting people in the head normally does critical damage, so do always aim for that. You'll see every single time I'm hitting it, I am aiming for the head, and it is down on the floor again. I'm noticing there's not a whole lot of time left in the game, and I'm also noticing that I haven't really been using my abilities as much as I should have been, so I am trying to use that there. I'm probably going to use Grasp of the Grave again in a second, so I can generate some more soul energy, so I can use my abilities more. Again, if you've got mana, you want to be drinking lots of mana potions during this fight. If you're a fighter, you want to be using Whirlwind as often as you can, so that it goes on cooldown, so that you can use it again faster, right? Then eventually, I do end up taking out the Cyclops. So this is actually a very, very easy fight. I haven't really tried to go solo on the Werewolf or the Minotaur, or actually any of the other bosses for that matter. But taking out the Cyclops definitely seemed like it was very, very easy, especially as a Death Knight with a two-handed sword, because that just does a whole lot of damage. It did drop a crystal as well, which I crushed to go up in a portal. By the way, his little extra piece of bonus knowledge, opening these chests, these like big yellow chests, In my experience, they don't normally have stuff that's like way better than a regular chest. In my experience, they have stuff that's like as good as the stuff inside a regular chest. But anyway, for the Cyclops, when they do the punching attacks, they have 2 of them. Sometimes they only do 1 if you go far away from it, and then you can punish that. They have a ground pound attack, and they have a boulder attack, and I'm pretty sure that was it. It might be different on a harder mode, but obviously I can't test that yet because the harder mode actually isn't unlocked. I think it will probably be unlocked by the time this video goes live, though. But yeah, all in all, it seems like a very, like, easy boss fight. And I don't know if the bosses are worth it in terms of how much loot they actually give you. But if you want to go and defeat the Cyclops, then that is how you do it. And there is a Steam achievement for it, so I just thought I would make this video to help anyone out that wanted to defeat it. So, there you go. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.